We're starting, David. How are you?
Okay. How are you doing? All right.
Really well. Welcome.
Okay.
We've gone live, David. We are on episode 2 of Project Impact, and welcome on board. I'm very, very excited to have you today. And just for a little bit of an intro to those who are tuning in, Project Impact is the place where we bring together change makers like you, thought leaders, people who are doing extraordinary things in the property space in Australia and the world as well. So I'm really excited to have you on board. David Leong is the director of community homes. And David, you shared with me that community homes is something that came out of a need of your own, and then you found that along with a need of your own, there were other people that had a similar sort of need as well. So I'm really keen to have a chat with you this evening with the rest of our audience and on Project Impact about start off with, how did David Leong come up with community homes, and what is community homes?
First, thank you, Sarah, for giving me this opportunity. Community homes was born from struggles. My struggles. Started from when I got injured at work, 2009. I still remember 25th of August, 2009. Subsequently, I lost my job, and one thing led to another. Lost my relationship, and I got into depression. And with physical pain, financial hardship pushed me into 10 years of depression.
Goodness.
So during those times, I was so confused because I suffered the injury. I got pain every day. Got into suicidal situation as well because, when you got pain every day and you don't know what will happen in the future, you lost your relationship, your partner left you due to a small argument. I was in such a bad shape. I still remember those times. It was really bad. Every night you just couldn't sleep. You just imagine you have this physical pain, emotional pain, and worry of financial hardship all come together during those times. You can imagine how it feels. So, but I gave myself one chance to keep going. I gave myself some hope, and so I push on to to basically to find a way to get out of my trouble. So I came up with an idea. Okay, how about this? Maybe I should sell my house, sell the house in Slack Street. I was in Slack Street, bought it for $310. Did some renovation, spent $30,000, and I sold it for $310. I lost $30,000. But I had to make that quick decision because I decided I want to buy into a cheaper suburb where it's cheaper house, so I don't have too much of financial stress. So that was my strategy because I felt like because of my injury, I don't think I can work anymore, and so I have to start thinking about property investment. I was alone by myself. My family's in Sydney. No one could help me, so I had to make a quick decision. So I decided to sell my house, move into a suburb called Marsden, bought it for $276,000. At that time, I liked the property because it's 1,000 square land, and I could subdivide. So I thought maybe subdivision, building, construction and stuff like that, to earn a living from then on. That was my strategy, and so it was at that time 2011. It was at the bottom of the market. Remember the flood, the Queensland flood, 2011. That was the time when I had to sell. It was at the bottom of the market. Luckily, my tenant bought it. My tenant actually bought it because she saw the value because I put $30,000 in there, and I created. It was a double-story house. I changed from like 3-bedroom to 5-bedroom. So she bought it. She was quite happy, put a lot of hard work in it, and she got the house, with pretty good value, I reckon. And but I had to let go. So I went to Marsden and bought a single story house with 1,000 square block. I bought at auction, and since I got it, and at that time I was still thinking what to do with it. Should I subdivide, sell it, or hold on to it? I didn't know what to do. It's kind of zero knowledge with kind of public development, not much experience. Although I have some qualification. I've studied construction management. We learned a bit about property development. Hence, the map at the back. That was the map I bought in 2004 for my study. I love looking at big maps, see the road network, how it's connected. See. So that was a map of Sydney, by the way. I used to have a map of Queensland, but also a map of Brisbane, but it's been stolen by my housemate. Or I don't know. Doesn't matter. So they didn't take the Stigma because no use to them. I'm in Brisbane right now. Anyway, so yeah, I bought a house, settle in, move all my stuff in, get my tools out, get it ready to renovate my house, right? But I had to fly to Sydney to visit my parents for whatever reason I can't remember. And when I come back, my house got broken into. All my tools is gone. And they messed up the toilet and did a lot of bad things. Whoever came in climbed through the window. They didn't break it; they just somehow lifted and put it down and went in. Took all my tools, so there you go, no more tools to renovate. I was looking up the ceiling, the wall, start thinking, I came into the wrong area. I should have listened to my friend, not come into Logan. I kept thinking for half an hour. I was walking around, thinking for half an hour. Should I get out of this place? Should I move? Should I move again? But I kept on thinking. I decided, no, I'm going to stay and fight. I'm going to stay and fight. I'm going to stay and finish my job, finish my reno. And just do what I said to do. So that's it. I'm here, and how many years already? Since 2012, 7 years already. What initially I was just wanting to build just a normal 3-4 bedroom house to rent it out or to sell, and then later on I discovered I can do auxiliary unit, which is a main house with granny flat. So I changed the plan. Got someone design auxiliary unit with a main house. So I can have two dual income on a newly subdivided block. So that was really good. I crunched the number, a bit of number crunching. I thought that was quite good. So as I go through the journey, I needed more money. I needed more extra cash. So I started renting out my spare room to the local people. I advertised on Gumtree, and I think that the first lady was from Samoa. Yeah, she rented for 3 months, and she left with a mess. The dog chewed out the fence and all that, and she owed me $1,000 rent. Forget about it. It's cash. I can't get it back. So anyway, comes along a young guy, 21 years old, with a girlfriend, with cats, and they're pretty good. They're very innocent young kids. We had a good chat. They were struggling. So I don't think they paid bond, or maybe they did. I can't remember now. Anyway, they told me the story. Later on, I found out the guy actually came out from jail. He stabbed someone. I said, "What?" I said, "Whoa, that's pretty cool." But of course, I got him in already. So look, I listened to his story. He didn't do anything bad. Someone tried to rob him, stab him, so he took the knife and stabbed him back in the park. It's not far away. That was really, shocking. But then he seemed to be a nice guy, actually. Yeah. So, it takes time to know a person. So, and I thought he's quite a nice guy, pretty switch on, And so anyway, he left. I think there was a bit of argument with the bond, and he wanted to get the bond money back before he moved out, that kind of thing. Anyway, I got into a mess. And then, that's okay, move on the next person and the next one. It gets worse. It gets worse. And I think, I have so many tenants. I might have forgotten one or two. But anyway, fast forward a bit, I met a lady, single mom. I feel sorry for her. Her story was she got bashed by the husband. She went to hospital, broke her jaw, and I was in China at that time. Actually, my other housemate told me the story and asked me should I let her in. So I said, oh yeah, her single mom, she's innocent, vulnerable, wanted to help her. And my other housemate agreed, okay, she's quite good. I took his feedback, she's quite good. Came in, when I come back from China, she said, oh, she hasn't got bond, okay, fine. She only can pay half the rent, okay, fine. As we live together for a while, then problems starting to rise. She starting to take me for granted and not paying rent and blah blah blah. Use excessive water, taking clothes from outside. I don't know where, suddenly there's a baby girl's clothes, 3 times a day washing, 3 times a day. So
Using
I let it go, no problem. Pardon?
Was that water being used for just herself or for other people?
I saw it. Anyway, doesn't matter. I didn't want to say anything. I just maybe just one off. Okay? Let it go. Keep on going. Keep on coming. One day, I think it was Christmas Eve. I had to raise my voice because she was washing at 12 midnight. It was Christmas Eve. Now we want to have a sleep, right? As soon as I raised the issue, she charged and strangled me, pushed me against the wall. This wall right here. I was cutting apple with a knife. I was holding a knife and pushed me down. My knife cut my hand. It was very messy at the time. Police was called and very messy. But look, and the next person I got bashed, he was a homeless guy. We responded to a church request to help a homeless guy. On the phone, validate him. He seemed to be quite good, when he comes in, my God, nightmare again. Ask me for money in advance. The church asked me to give him a job. I thought, okay, I got some gardening work. I got my back problem due to my injury. So maybe get someone to help me with gardening and give him free accommodation, and a job. And then, sorry, am I taking too long? Should I fast forward?
No. Keep. Okay. Yeah. I know. This is all part of the journey. So
okay. All right. Look, I have no hard feeling to all of them. Later on, I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why. Just tell you what happened. Okay, share the facts. Look, he came in, asked me for money to buy food. I lent him $80. He spent $40 on food, and then I said, "Oh, can I have change?" And then realized he spent $50 on the cigarette. He got cigarette addiction, and later on alcohol. So I realized. And then the next day was let's start work. Okay, you got the money in advance. Let's start doing some gardening work. It took a while to start the work, and what happened next? Someone asked me, "Oh, can you lend me some money? I need to buy cigarette. $50, right? All right." He got the $50 when you buy cigarette. The third time, again, asked for money in advance before any work is done. All right, I said, no, I can't give you any more money. He straight away threw the tool down, get upset and so forth. And I think from then on, our relationship becomes sour. I got punched because I raised an issue about his value, the way how he do things and how he treated me, and I got punched. From then on, I said, you have to go. You just got to go. And we were supposed to go and meet the church lady that introduced us and talk things over. I got punched on the way while I was driving. So it's pretty sad. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all gone. Now let me tell you why I don't hold grudge against all these people. I'll tell you why. We created this environment. Addiction. Okay, people got into addiction. In the case of the single mom, she got bashed by her husband, and her mental health is not the best, right? So now I think back, I said, I miss the beach. I miss the struggling time. I miss the fight. I miss the argument after. The best thing is, on that Christmas day, we had a fight. The next day, we had pizza together. My house, my Henry said, "Come on, let's have pizza." On Christmas day, we had pizza. The good thing about this is we're willing to let go of what happened yesterday, and we had pizza. So now I think back, look, people in a struggling situation tend to behave that way. Tend to behave badly. A lot of people might think that, will walk away and say nasty word. Yes, there might be people. It's a choice, right? You keep on doing. Like, I hold this grudge for a while, and particularly the guy, right? I think I don't mean sixes, but I hold grudge for someone who's very aggressive. I don't like aggressive people. I really don't. I was aggressive before myself. I have to admit. I maybe too high testosterone, whatever. No excuse. I was bad. I was selfish. I was aggressive. I think now I understand when you're in a struggling situation, you tend to be very. Yes, it's not fun. Living in a struggling life. In those moments. So, but now as time progresses, I get better. I feel better now. My depression is slowly dying away because I can see some improvement in my life. There's some hope. There's some hope in my life, so I start to feel better and I feel more happier. I think hope is very important. When you have a dream, you have something you work toward. You feel hopeful. You feel you have something to do to work toward, right? So let's go back. So I want to stop there for my story. I know it's getting long. Let's go back how community home was started. Okay. I was in Sydney. I went back to Sydney visit my parents, and one day I woke up 3 a.m. in the morning. All these things happen. Unhappy moment in my life. I woke up, I feel sick in the stomach. 3 a.m. in the morning. I said, I need support. I need someone to help me. I'm a one-man band, going through struggling. I need someone to help me. I start thinking about poverty, and then somehow the word community comes through my mind. I need maybe the support, the community, the family feel. Maybe that kind of thing that I need. So I came up with my mind community. And then because I'm in poverty, I'm thinking, okay, well, somehow, I came up with the idea of community home. Let's join together, community homes.
So what's the community hubs? So you've obviously been exposed to all walks of life. And when I say all walks of life, it's just different exposure to different personalities, and obviously quite a few of these tenants that you've have had very, very difficult past and even current status. So they may have mental illness, or they have various challenges, whether it's mental, physical, or whichever. They've got different
addiction is a big one. Yeah.
And so it's not easy. It's not everyone can come out of that still smiling and joking about it, particularly.
Well,
and it takes.
I think I'm over it. Yeah.
But that's the thing there, and for you to then be able to look at that and go, hey, we've got a problem here that needs to be solved. We need to provide a solution to these people who are in my community.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, that's
what you've created community homes. So what is, in essence, what is community homes? Is it is it your building company, or is it an organization that brings people there? Can you share a little bit more about what?
Yeah. What community homes? At that time, I just in my head, I said we all struggling in this area here. Okay, those people are making contact. With no doubt, we all struggling. I was struggling. They were struggling. We come together. Wow, bang. Like, people struggling live together can be a big problem too. You know that. Because we all trying to take from each other. To stay alive. You know what I mean? So, I need some rent to keep me going to extra. And yeah, look, as a result, I took on anybody, right, come in. That's the fact of life. When you're struggling, you do whatever you can with whatever you got, right? And so I went through all these dramas, and one day, I came up coming home, and I came up with the idea. Look, maybe if we all get together and support each other and help each other, we just like combine joint force to build strength. That kind of thing went through my head, and a family environment, because I got sick of in an environment where you hate each other, you're against each other, right? I have a desire to have an environment that we feel like a family and supportive. I think people who struggles, it's important that we have to start thinking of supporting each other more and not against each other. Okay, so that's why I want to build a supportive environment where we all get together and help each other.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that designing something to facilitate that? Because I know you're doing the project that you're designing now. Is that for the property that you have that you're going to develop?
Yes. Okay. Now let's talk about the design. Now, a rooftop garden was my passion when I was at uni. I studied construction management, and I have a passion for architecture. We learned a bit about architecture, building design, and opera house was my subject, was my assignment. And so, when I started learning about John Woodson, who's the architect for opera house, right? And I read his book and learned about him. Oh, beautiful stuff, you know what I mean? I started to fall in love with architecture. Okay, I learned a bit about rooftop gardening from Europe. It was very popular in Europe. So even back about 10 years ago, right? So in Australia, rooftop gardening wasn't not popular at all. Wasn't popular. And now it's still not that popular, especially in Queensland. So now, going through all these problems, and I thought, look, if I can bring a beautiful piece of structure building into low socio-economic area with rooftop garden, maybe I can inspire the people living here, because beauty changed my mindset. Or beauty gave me, basically, somehow it just makes me appreciate architecture more after I did the assignment in architecture, the opera house and stuff like that. So I started to think, okay, maybe if it help me, to give me a bit more love through architecture, maybe I can, do the same and inspire the local people. So honestly, when they drive past, look at this beautiful thing, they inspired, they liked it, and maybe one day they can do something similar, and slowly we will beautify this whole entire suburb. The low social economy have beauty in it to create a much more like streetscape, amenity, improve. Hey man, those. I just think that it might benefit the community. So rooftop garden. I want the kids in the park to look up rooftop garden. Hey, you work hard, you come and join me one day. You can have your rooftop garden as well. We can build this together. Things like that.
So what else is it? So you've got a rooftop garden. How many rooms or units is incorporated into the whole structure?
4 units in this complex. I deliberately want to do a low scale. Community home will be a low scale project. I don't think I have intention to do medium or large scale. Why? Because I want to focus on my tenants. I want to be part of my tenant. I want community home to, the tenant is a central focus. My occupants, we can work together. We can help each other. Okay, so if it's like large scale 100 units, like the social housing, yes, it gives you value for money in development, but you will neglect the occupant because they're just a number. They will be just a number. So that's why a lot of I'm not going to talk about I don't want to criticize but I heard that there's a lot of drugs in people use drugs in social housing, public housing commission, right? So I don't know. I'm not saying that it will not happen to my project, but if it's low scale, you're more in control, isn't it? So so what I like to do is like up to 8 units. I heard from a town planner the best development scale is actually 8 units, around 8 units, up to 8 units.
And how many rooms or how many people?
Okay. The first. Oh, should I? I can't show you the plan. Yeah, we forgot about that.
You have the ability to. Hold on.
Can we do that? I want to show you the plan and.
You can.
Oh no, we got 5 minutes left.
No, that's all right. On the left side of your screen, do you see the icon bar? And there's a thing with an arrow. There's the icon with the arrow, and it says share screen.
On the left.
But wherever there's the list
right.
of systems, maybe you're
share
right.
Screen. Let me think. Share screen. Share screen. I don't see a share. I can see public. I can see a host chat. Oh yes, I can see it. No, that's not that. That is actually the customer service for B Life. Never mind. I can. Yeah. Oh, I do have something here. No, I do have a model. So I got a model.
Oh, even better. That's fantastic. I like that.
I had a meeting with the teacher today to talk about the business hub. So that's why I got a model.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so can you? Oh, okay. So how many? We've got. Is it 4 units there? That looks more than 4.
That is a car.
That's a bit fancy. It's like a greeting card.
Yes, it's a 3D model car.
That's fabulous.
This is what I want to build. This is my baby. This is my project. Okay, it's a 2 rooftop garden units. Yeah. And this one is the disability unit. This one here. This is a family unit. Now this is something special. This is my business hub. I'll tell you a bit about later on why I decided to do business hub.
Yes.
Now, how many bedroom? 2 bedroom, 3 4-bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 2 bedroom.
Right.
On a 1,000 square, subdivided into 2 500.
Yes.
Okay, that's my project.
And then is that 2 dual occupancy?
This 2 you're looking at right now is I do a strata title. Two strata title unit.
Yeah.
And this is a torn title. This 2 is torn title.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's auxiliary unit. According to the local city council, this is auxiliary unit, which means maximum 2 bedroom. And this one, 3 4-bedroom is fine. Yeah. But no more than 5 occupants, I think 5 or 6.
And do all of them top gardens? Is that why you've got that pitched roof?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
This is just normal pitched roof. This one will be this is like pergola. I'll put a solar panel on the top.
Yes.
Same thing, solar panel on the top.
Yes.
So this is where my barbecue, where this way where we can relax, enjoy barbecue looking at the park. The park is right here.
Yeah, brilliant.
So the idea is, I want the occupant to come up here, relax. You can dry your clothes, or you have a little rooftop garden. You can grow little herbs, potted plants, whatever you want it. I don't want to make it too heavy because the structure can cost a lot of money. So just potted plant. Now I also want to have a vertical garden to climb all the way to the top because this is west facing, very hot. I live here, right here. I'm living in this house right now, single story, 3-bedroom, brick veneer. So I'm thinking I might just extend or knock it down and build all 4, but I don't have enough money, so I might just do the extension to test it out. Like if I do extension, then I know the price, right? I know how much it's going to cost to build a rooftop garden. So rather than taking risk to build all in one go, I'm pretty sure it's going to be over the budget. And a lot of people reckon that this is overcapitalized in this area. But there's a good reason why I build a rooftop garden. So I see long-term value in it. That's why I really want to push for it.
Okay. And talk me through sort of in terms of the building materials and how you've designed it, I know we talked about sustainability and the energy efficiency of these buildings. We talked about solar panels and things like that. What else about them have you incorporated into your design that's meant to be more comfortable for the occupants and for them to live more, comfortably?
Well, remember those struggles I told you, those struggles, a lot of those struggles come from financial hardship first. Okay. I came into here due to financial hardship. I was really worried the bank would take my house so quickly, let go of a more expensive house, buy into cheaper, house. So financial hardship, financial struggle can cause a lot of problems. I'm sure a lot of people might know that it can lead to domestic violence, marriage breakup. People get frustrated over the situation and end up punching other people. And so I start thinking, okay, look, if I do all this one and rent it out to all of them, and guess what? What if they cannot afford to rent one day after they lose a job? Just like me, I lost my job and got into a mess. So it might happen to my tenant as well, right? Then, so I start keep thinking, how can I make it sustainable? How can I make it viable? So I start thinking, look, in this area, I already know it's not going to be good. I don't have a lot of confidence, with tenants staying for a long time and continue to pay rent, right? I still know this, and so I keep thinking, how can I fix this problem? How can I solve this problem? How can I make it work? I still want to keep this project keep going. I want to see the outcome, and so I think of a business hub.
Yeah.
What if I can give my tenant work? What if I can employ them, give them a job? So, that will solve a lot of problems. I have seen some domestic violence around here. It's just it's just very bad. I just don't like to. I don't like this company. And so so business hub. What business hub is? It will be this unit right here. This unit will be my business hub. Now the tenant can just walk across and start their work. They don't even need a car. When they're struggling, when they don't have a job, car is a big expense. It's a burden. So they can get rid of their car and wake up in the morning, come to work next door with me together and brainstorming, start a business, whatever we can do to help each other. I think initially they can help me to sell project. I can train them up to sell project like this. So I'll give them $5,000-$6,000 commission, whatever, we will discuss it in the future. So yeah, you sell one project that can last you for 6 months. Anyway, this is something that also marketing and teaching English to Chinese students, that kind of thing. We're in a digital world now, right? So why not? So we just sit there and start brainstorming, start making money online.
So what is the timeline for this, David? When can we see this start coming, touching and feeling?
I want it since last year, but no funding. What can I do? I don't want to, tell people that I want it next year, but if there's a problem with funding, embarrassment. Anyway, I like it really. If I got money, I really wanted to take this off the ground ASAP. But now my plan is I'm not going to do all in one go now. I want to build a 20 flat first to try out first. A 20 flat on the other house which I got. After I got my payout from work cover, I bought another house in the same suburb, and there's a reason why I buy another house in the same suburb, and it's working quite well because I want my tenants to look after each other. And guess what? One phone call, my tenant come, hey, I need your help. I'm going to be on the ladder. I need you to hold the ladder. Guess what? 1 minute he's here. And sometimes Hank call me and I go there, bang, I help him out. It works really well, actually. Yeah. So I got the house in the same suburb. I plan to have 5 in one suburb. That was my initial plan. So we all can look after each other.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is extremely powerful, David, and something that I said sometimes when you're in a place of struggle, it's when your best ideas come about, because you realize that it's not only a solution for you, it's a solution for other people because you've been there.
Yeah, look, a win-win, a win for all. I think that's the only way we can to be sustainable. I don't know. I just think of the long term, not the short term thing. You know what I mean? You're going to do something, make sure it lasts a long, long time. You see? So that's why I think of, win-win. Yeah, basically everybody get some benefit out of it, working together.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's definitely a lot of people that will be listening to this, and I'm sure will be touched by what your journey, where your journey has taken you and where you are. I think that the funding side of things. I'm pretty sure you're not the only one in the development world that's struggling with funding. But if people can see what your vision is, and they're interested in being able to see this come together. If there's anyone out there in this audience, definitely reach out to us. Reach out to David. He's looking to roll this out in not just your suburb, but across Australia, across Queensland, and across the other states, to be able to bring communities together. What is, and just before we sort of wrap up, David, what is what's the plan for 2020? Because we're in, close to the end of November now. We've got Christmas.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll have a little bit more than pizza for Christmas.
Never forget the pizza. It was a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah. What is 2020 going to be like for community homes?
Wow, 2020, it will be sweat, because I will be working on my granny flat. I'm a bit hopeful I can get some funding from a bank now, because it's a smaller project. So I'm actually working. I'm going to work with my tenants, a new tenant. His name is Adam. He's a great guy. I like him. And I said, Adam, we're going to build this granny flat together. So we are already getting ready for 2020 to start the granny flat. Once it's finished, then we do the extension of this house right here, and this is the second project. And then if it's all successful, we'll get more funding to build the rest. So I think 2020 will be full-on construction, sweating every day on site.
Great. You're gonna have to send us word. So last words for our audience. If you can complete the sentence, what would you say is your best advice to someone who's struggling at the moment, but has a dream to be able to make a difference?
Oh, I say, come to me. I think I can help you. That's all I can say. I think I can help you. Just my advice to them is, don't even ever think about, look, I'm not an expert in counseling, but I want to share my story, how I got to where I am. I was in a suicidal situation. I don't know if I told you that. I was in a situation, so a lot of people, when they're struggling, if they don't get support, and guess what will happen? It could be, they might take the last step. I've been through it, and I know exactly how it felt, because I felt that I was such in big pain at that time. I remember, I think death was a peaceful option. That was went through my head, because you're in so much pain, emotional pain, physical pain, and loss of, you just no more future, that kind of feeling. So those people who are struggling, I really hope that sometimes when you're in such a deep depression, you just don't know, you just have no idea what is ahead of you. It's so dark, very negative all the time, So I hope that we in the society can help them, to reach out to them. They will not reach out to those really, really, really depressed. They will not put their hand up, and that they are the one that end up suicide. It's really sad. So we have to look after each other, look out for each other.
We have to look after each other. I absolutely agree. We all have to look after each other. Everyone's your neighbor, everyone's your friend, everyone's your family. So I think that those are great parting words. So David, I want to say thank you very much for sharing your story. It's been really, really inspirational hearing your story, where you've been and where you're heading to, and obviously 2020 is going to be a big year, at least a busy year.
I hope so. I love to be busy. Yeah, I love to be busy. Really.
Excellent.
Yeah, I hope the funding everything goes smooth.
It will. It absolutely will. Keep positive. So I want to say thank you very much again for being part of
for having me.
And love what it is that you're doing, and can't wait to see it all come together.
Thank you, Rachel.
Have a good night.
Thanks to all the audience for your time. I know it's a bit over time. Thank you very much.
That's all right. Plenty. Bye-bye.
Bye.